Thank you very much, Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces. Thank you very much. We promised the nation that we will deliver our speech today as an opposition party, and we are about to do just that. We greet the leadership. We greet the leadership of Umkhonto weSizwe and the leadership and the members of the Progressive Caucus present here in Parliament. In all honesty, there is no need to dignify. In all honesty, there is no need to dignify the false and empty promises of President of the so-called Government of National Unity, because throughout his presidency, he has made many commitments and promises which were never fulfilled and will never be fulfilled. Allow us to greet and pay homage to the President of Umkhonto weSizwe, our Commander General, President Jacob Zuma, Ungamalanga. During his tenure as President,
Honorable Hlophe, can you please take your seat? Honorable Member.
Honorable Chair, can you please take in charge of the House?
Can you be on your feet?
The Speaker is been drowning here.
Honorable Member, can you be on your feet? And on what point of order are you raising on? On what rule are you raising on?
Chair, the Speaker has been drowned, please.
Please take your seat, Honorable Member. Your order is not sustained. However, Honorable Member, I understand that there is echo in this House. Please, if we could try our level best to remain silent and allow the speakers to deliver their messages. Thank you very much. Over to you, Honorable Hlophe.
Thank you very much. During his tenure as President and Head of State, President Zuma never told lies. He never claimed easy victories. President Zuma prioritized the work on the ground and delivered the services to our people. We take this opportunity as Umkhonto weSizwe.
Honorable Hlophe, can you please take your seat? Honorable members, can we please allow the Speaker on the podium to debate? Order, honorable members, can we please allow the Speaker? Over to you, Honorable Hlophe.
Thank you. We take this opportunity as Umkhonto weSizwe to state without any fear of doubt or contradictions by all measures and standards, President Jacob Zuma is the most successful president and head of state that South Africa has ever had. We are stating this fact not out of emotions or excitement, but through verified statistical data, which we will summarize in our input today. President Zuma's 9 years as head of state and president of our country was not just 9 wasted years, but was 9 years of progress defined by increasing life expectancy, access to education, and massive infrastructural programs. When President Zuma assumed office in 2009, South Africa's life expectancy was at 50 years, and throughout his leadership of South Africa as head of state, the life expectancy rose to more than 65 years, and that is a fact. Furthermore, there is no doubt that the rise in life expectancy under President Zuma happened due to clear government interventions which included heightened provision of antiretroviral drugs to those infected with HIV and AIDS. The number of HIV and AIDS-related deaths decreased drastically under President Jacob Zuma, and that is a fact. President Jacob Zuma invested in education and is the only president since 1994 to build new universities in provinces that never had universities before. The University of Mpumalanga and Solplaatje University in the Northern Cape happened due to the leadership of President Zuma, and that is the legacy of 9 years of progress we are talking about. In relation to infrastructure, President Zuma is number one when it comes to driving expenditure of education, health care, roads and transport and basic services of infrastructure than any other president in South Africa. It is a fact President Zuma built more hospitals, more roads, and more schools than any other head of state and president in South Africa. That is a fact. It was under President Zuma's presidency that the social protection net was expanded to reduce the devastating levels of poverty and suffering of our people. President Zuma increased the age categories of social grants recipients because he understood that people don't get richer when they get older. As the head of state and the president of South Africa, President Jacob Zuma openly advocated the expropriation of land without compensation. He was failed. President Zuma, was failed by a reactionary and collaborationist parliamentary caucus which frustrated a solid and sound agreement amongst progressive parties to amend Section 25 of the Constitution. In response to Fees Must Fall movement, President Jacob Zuma introduced fee-free education at higher education level. This was frustrated, however, and reversed by the administration that took over after his removal from office. We can throw statistical data on all areas of human development and progress, and we will all come to the same conclusion that the vision held by President Zuma far exceeded the narrow political obsession and persecution which the establishment subjected him to. Because he foresaw and politically knew and understood that South Africa's development and growth path cannot and should not depend on the imperialist and neo-colonial West, President Zuma built far-reaching and sustainable partnerships with countries that have no colonial and neo-colonial aspirations over South Africa and the African continent. It was President Zuma who got South Africa admitted. Yes, it was President Zuma who got South Africa admitted into BRICS. That is Brazil, Russia, China, and South Africa in 2010. And many other countries have since then applied for membership of BRICS. Madam Chair, BRICS amounts to 31% of the global gross domestic product, 41% of the global population, and a significant voice in regional and global political economic affairs. The recent bullying tactics of the United States of America are a clarion call that South Africa should deepen the economic relationships with BRICS plus countries started by President Zuma. We now have in progress BRICS family. We have now, under the BRICS family, we have the Federal Republic of Ethiopia, the United UAE, Islamic Republic of Iran, we have Argentina, we have Egypt, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, who can be sustainable and dependable trading partners and not bullying off tankers of goods and services produced and made in South Africa. Those are dependable partners. While we expect President Desmond Trump, while we expect President Donald Trump to end the imperialist war of NATO in Russia and to dissociate from the neo-colonial and dishonest so-called green energy, from the so-called green energy transactions imposed on the developing world, we do not agree with him and his promotion of white supremacists who claim they are facing genocide in South Africa. While there is no genocide and there is no threat of genocide in South Africa, let's make that clear. There are, however, legitimate cries of historically and presently oppressed and excluded black majority who demand the return of the land and the wealth to the ownership and control of the people as a whole, and not the privileged few beneficiaries of apartheid and colonialism. That is our demand.